Now I remember we moved to help. Aiden's working, that's why he can't be here today. He's going to ask to actually have Great Fridays like around this time off so he could be here, but right now he can't do that. Oh, no response? All right, it's just me, I guess.
Were we doing the like seasonal stuff, or were we staying the standard on Friday?
This is interesting.
Good.
They literally make this guy look like One Punch Man. Oh, the ad moved. What a silly. I just thought we're just doing the main, just going through the main story. Like we are, like there is semi-seasonal stuff we're going through, but I mean like each of those areas are per person. But you hear what I said about Aiden?
Yeah.
Justin, do you hear what I said about Aiden?
Kind of. What did you say about him again?
I said that today he can't be here because he's working, but he's going to work on getting this time open.
Ah.
Oh, oh, yep, it is.
Are we you want to headset it or microphone it?
Yeah, just because it makes it easier to hear.
All right. Let's do it. I'll mute this then. I probably will put that when we're actually doing Great Friday, like when we're doing that, we are doing Great Friday, but when we're actually doing the community and stuff like that, I'm going to probably put it on speakers and microphones.
It's a good idea.
Oh, great, you messed up my building. No,
Also, in case we're hungry, I brought these.
What is it? Oh, don't show that to Char. You might eat the full thing. But he's so focused on his game that he can't eat. Didn't see it. Didn't even hear it. Did you get those at Ross?
No, I got these
wow,
in the store
it's
the other
every
day.
time.
Oh, that's not happening.
Oh, God. Alright,
Give me a moment. I must update the calendar.
Oh, wait, did I silly goose it?
I have.
Oh,
Are you a silly goose? Is that
okay.
what you said?
He upgraded. I thought he duplicated my orb. Just playing some Peggy while waiting for people.
Are we still doing just the normal Path of Exile?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, is it even on here?
it should be. That's one game I made sure that was on there.
This boss is easy now for it. Like, it's actually easy. Where you at, bro? Where you at? Bruh. Come here. Come down, bro. Bro. This boss, you're not fun. Yeah.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, we're waiting until Path of Exile 2 gets free. Yeah, right.
Yep. That sounded about right.
because that was the original. Right. Because right now Path of Exile 2 stays like a weird delay with my actions in this game. All right, is Path of Exile 2 Path of Exile proper, is it on there? So I guess hit library, very top. And hit the thing that looks like a play symbol to your right.
Oh, it's about
There you
me.
go. Click that.
Oh, nah. I'm
Now
not
show you all the
missing,
games
bro.
installed.
Corey,
Oh, there's an update.
Corey.
Yeah, shouldn't be too big.
It's about me, Hawkeye, and I totally forgot.
Oh,
And I just have no time for again refilling my potions. Well, of course, then you'll have blight. It takes like 20 times longer.
this game's being bugged.
Oh, F4.
Oh, F4 wasn't working.
But people are definitely gonna be waiting.
We have time since David's eating dinner.
Yeah.
Time to figure out whatever's going on. The lack of game question mark.
Well, Path of Exile is updating for Ethan.
Ah,
What does Steam say? I guess I'll just do some Marvel Rivals while waiting.
And they actually get there just in time.
45% of the way there.
Okay. And we're seeing wait for David too, so we got time.
Well, I'm about to just get there just in time for it. Like, actually. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so lucky it wasn't 5:58 when I noticed.
Yeah. You think it's gonna be easier with the fruit you just ate now?
Oh my god, of course, bro.
So are you going to do some like? Are you hoping to do some oat and sword style combo?
I'll probably just get. Nah, just oat.
E.
E.
Would you like to, since we're waiting for David, would you like to try poking Marvel Rivals? Ethan? Huh? It's on there. Hit the play. It's there.
Big wait.
Yeah, I forgot we picked
That
up.
way.
This.
When he's able to attack and use that ability.
Mm-hmm.
So Ethan,
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes.
How is the new update?
It is pretty decent. But it's also really annoying because they ended it with like a cliffhanger. A really kind of boring cliffhanger.
Oh boy.
And of course, they added another syndicate. Which is just
so more
Bailey.
reputation farming is that what I'm hearing?
Yep. The usual.
Reputation.
Okay. It says it's I think running, but I do not see it.
Okay, now there's an echo because you added your guest salt for some reason.
1 second, Wayne. I'm switching things so I could hear him too.
I can hear him twice, and you twice. I hear everything in
I'm saying waiting.
triplets. Is the Texas room so bugged? Problem.
There we go. You shouldn't hear me. Shouldn't hear doubles anymore.
Oh, good.
But I should be able to hear. Can you say something in the microphone, Ethan?
Something in the microphone.
Or do I have? Oh, let me go there. And unmute.
Something indeed.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, it's finally doing something. That
Oops.
took a while.
Then 9.
Yeah, I would
I returned.
Welcome back. How was the dinner, or did you just end up grabbing it?
I just brought it up.
Well, and as you boot Marvel Rivals, David's back. So that answers that. Let's see how long it takes for Justin and David to get bored, since now they're already playing the second one. Thank you.
Oh, great. Oh my god, this food is too OP.
So, what are we looking
I
at
need
today?
auto.
More Path of Exile or something else?
I'm not getting
Well, I think
It looks like more Path of Exile.
that's okay with you guys.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, Corey, you still have it double echoing again.
It shouldn't be double echoing.
Again, and/or still.
Is it only can be double echoing? Is it?
Betrayal.
There we go.
Hacking me.
There we go.
Actually.
All right.
Right.
Are we all in?
I would like
I'm
to believe
in.
so.
All right. Alright. We're all here. All right, so I have the Scepter of the God as my next mission. Are we all in the same spot? So hit you.
I don't know.
Hit you. And then for Act 3, it looks like you're in Act.
I'm in the middle of Act 3. Looks like I'd reached the marketplace.
Middle also.
So what mission do you have?
Will it show up as a glowy thing?
Most of them. I've got the Lord's Labyrinth. Still, let's see.
Okay, so
Fairy dust. So I still need to unblock the the sewers.
all right, looks like
Need to
we're
find
following.
the Gemling Queen.
looks like we're
Slick
following you.
Cove, Step Right hand. All right.
I'm here.
Just into the catacombs we go.
Nice to meet you.
The speed whiplash.
Oh yeah, Path of Exile 2 feels very sluggish right now, movement-wise. But I suppose it might be a good thing that they made it so that generally movement happens.
Oh man, it is
On a scale that you can
lagging.
keep track of.
Bring down all the settings and see if it does it all. If not, then we're just going to need to swap comps.
Or swap it off DX11 if it's on there.
See if it's put it on Vulcan if you can. But you have to do it in the main menu.
Vulcan or DX12.
Probably your best bet is to go to main menu to make those changes.
So like leave and then
Leave. Don't exit. Go to exit the character selection. Okay, hit escape. There you go. That's the screen you want, and then hit options. There you can make the
tendency here if you
the
didn't
bigger
already.
the bigger change.
No, why you team me? Why
Where are my minions? First.
Okay.
What else of importance is in this map?
You got everything important.
I got the Trial of Ascendancy. I don't remember if there's anything else here.
I think the catacombs might be one where it's only just the ascendancy trial.
Alright, well then, out we go.
Yeah, it's a side area. It's pretty much just for it.
Looks like we got Erlong.
Furlong?
Who?
And higher, I mean,
Einhar.
Einhar. Erwer.
Erlong.
Does it run better now, Ethan? Oof.
It's still pretty laggy.
All right, hey David, since you're in the safe zone, looks like you guys are going to need to swap comps.
David?
Not David, I meant.
Let me
Scott.
see.
Is it-
Would
Going to be coming
would
from a recurring
DirectX
situation.
12 or Vulkan be a better option?
I think Vulcan would be better.
I think if one of them
But then
isn't
also-
performing very well, it probably won't be with the other one either. Just DX11 is substantially
I
worse
think,
than the
can you
other
see if there's
two.
any like settings you could bring down? Oh, the game just crashed.
One moment.
Sorry, I completely forgot that you can actually do the lanterns for a moment.
Oh, I don't have the filter on here either. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it'll be probably. Might be better if we're just swapping. So, after you're done with that dungeon, Char, I'm gonna need you guys to swap computers, okay? Okay, what is this called? A raid? Okay, but you hear what I said?
And where's Very Graves?
Oh, those things are painful.
There's Very Graves. Do you have the waypoint for the docks, David?
One sec. I do not.
Well, I put down a portal right next to it.
Alright, thank you. I'll take that in a moment. I just noticed I really need to be in my inventory, so I'm doing that.
Sorry, it's a little bit on top, so you probably just need to.
That. So now I guess I head right back to the battlefront. And go retrieve the ribbon spool.
It's time for you to do your Duolingo there, Ethan.
Guess so.
Okay.
What? But, yeah, or he gets mugged by an owl.
Okay.
That is true. A lesson a day keeps Duolingo away. Or Duo away.
Whoa.
Love you. Oh, nice. How was it? Oh. Oh, you could tell of the money grab. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
All right. I also put a portal in the Imperial Guardian Gardens at the end of the Trial of the
I'm not
Yeah.
into
Ascendancy.
that just yet.
You guys go to the
Thank you.
Malhood Theater? Nice. You guys got it for a good price then? That's not bad.
Okay. How does that make any?
Okay. Nice.
Wow, this is one straight line. Okay, it stopped being straight.
It dead ended.
Yep. Dead end again.
An unusually elaborate version of the temple. Here it is. On the down.
Ah, nice.
Oh, that's fair. Look at that.
The tree is like right where they spawn.
Oh, good.
Right? And now I've got some Drano.
Pretty as porcelain, but her mouth spins like the potter's wheel.
Yay, Drano.
That's how I once
All right.
described Diala. Yet on this day, my lady is as ravishing as a nightmare, radiant as the fullest moon.
How much longer do you think, Wilhelm?
Diala is my gemling queen, and we shall rule side by side over the world.
Oh, I
that
see.
will
This
soon
is the
come
steps
to
to
be.
fight Law. Oh, you guys are at the barracks. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pink stuff. Huh? Yes, friend?
Remember what I'm here to do in the Lunaris Temple. Other than that, there is something to do here.
Whatever it is where I'm at also. So now we are equal quest progress.
Good call.
I do need to say, it's when we're talking about either waiting for PoE 2 or not,
We're so close, you can't.
it was like the side that said, hey, let's wait until it's free are the ones who are playing it right now.
Yeah, to be fair, I was literally given the key.
Yeah.
But I suppose my argument for waiting it is no longer terribly applicable since, again, I was given the key.
Mm-hmm. And it's just hearing that now while choosing as like I'm just
I think
I'm
the
feeling
point
frustrated
of
right
why
now.
we were waiting was so that way it was fully finished also, story-wise, wasn't it?
Quick, action.
Because we you only get the first 3 acts.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I was.
Yeah.
You were also on the side of waiting, Justin, and you're the one who bought the key. Oh, I just. I guess I'm just feeling feelings. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling, guys. Yes.
I mean, I will be honest, I was also given a key. Like,
How many were you
multiple-
given?
Well, I was given it, and then I got some extra keys because I was really vibing with it.
Hmm.
And then so the one that I gave you, I did pay for. Yes.
See.
All right. So can you? Is it
Lost this.
this one? All right.
I have no idea where I'm going in this map.
That's how you feel every time in this map. That's how one feels every time in this map.
Yep. Okay, that's how it goes. Although I do remember I was the one that was very excited to play Path of Exile too. Originally. Then as a group we saw that there was a price tag and collectively we were not in the mood for paying for it as a group thing yet.
I remember communicating it was worth it, but I also wasn't going to push push people to spend money on something that they were feeling they didn't want to spend money on. And so that's why I was like, all right, we could just wait.
Which is fair because both David and Ethan did not want to pay for it at the time. And I thought you weren't very excited about paying for it either, and then came out and people got really excited over it overall.
I've
myself.
been excited for it since I heard. Like, I was in the camp feeling like it was worth spending the 34. But it just sucks hearing this the day of. Like, it's not
Yeah.
experience. We don't get to experience together. It's reality is it's already.
Oh, to be
It-
fair, David only had it as of today. At the key. Because I thought you said, and then I guess it was also Ethan is the other one that's the question on that one. Who would like? Oh, who died? I heard
Yeah.
death noises. That's what I'm getting
This guy
next.
hurt.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to rob your joy. You be giving me a key. I'm just. I guess just for me, how I understood it, I guess the same understanding. I thought we were going to experience it all together. Then hearing the experiences happening. Like, I don't know, it's just saying we're going to wait to go to a party and then just people decide to go early when you're waiting. That's really how I'm feeling right now.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Yeah.
I suppose at this point, yeah, at this point, we would need to get it for Ethan, but yeah, we could go ahead and make the jump to PoE too.
It's, I don't know. It's just, it just,
And I think thinking about it, that I don't know feeling was also what we had last time too. Because we couldn't get it for Ethan because it's Friday and it's what is it called? Like he doesn't spend any money on Friday.
Sabat.
Sabat. And David didn't have it previously, and that's why we were waiting for it as a group. Because David and Ethan. And me and you then were excited.
I don't need a fix. I would just, guess I was sharing that it was really disappointing to hear earlier today. That's all. I just need to share how that made me feel. That's really it. Have you fought law? Oh, so that's where you're going to?
I'm getting good drops. Like, I at least have to try.
Okay. All right. Hey, Ethan, did we fight this guy before? I think we fought this guy together, so I think we could fight him. You fight Piety?
Yeah, me and David haven't fought this character yet.
Yeah. All right, so I think we can start the fight.
Level 4. Ooh, actually, my no wait, it isn't leveled up yet. Darn it. It's 8 versus 10. Over.
Man, last epoch has spoiled me. I almost pressed the button and just drop all my currency in my chest. I was looking for that button.
I'm almost out of Portal Scrolls.
But seriously, yeah, I can't speak for Justin, but I have not played very much of Path of Exile 2 yet. If you'd like me to hold off until we can do it together, I am willing to do that.
That's generous. That's kind of you. No, I mean you started.
What's
Okay.
going on?
We started 30 minutes ago.
Like for context, I think my character's level 5 or 6. I really have done very little.
Thanks for
Quite
your,
literally, the moment while we were waiting was when he started it.
I mean, if you, I mean, the $30 is spent, so it's you're asking me. I can't ask you to waste $30.
No, I guess
Like there's value there.
Well,
What
because
you,
what I'm saying at this point is that yes, the money has been spent. Yeah. So, yeah, that means that the previous obstacle to us playing it together, that I was unwilling to pay money for early access, is no longer an obstacle. Yeah, we would still need to get it for Ethan, so which means we can't do it this week. But, I think between the three of us, we could, we could scrounge up enough to get him in so that we could do it together at this point.
Yeah.
are you hearing this, Ethan? Huh? Can you talk? I can't hear you. Can you get closer and talk to maybe just talk in the microphone? Oh. I got you actually muted. You talking to that microphone? All right, let me fix that. Mute that. Unmute you. Actually, you have yourself muted.
Is that the? No, I don't. Something gardens.
Yo.
There we go.
If we're gonna be doing Path of Exile 2, I might be able to get it by next week.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. If you'd like any of us to pitch in to offset the costs, just let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's because of cost, though. Like, I didn't budget that because I was going with the original plan. So it's fine. You guys can just keep on enjoying the game. I just
He hasn't even started it yet, Corey.
Okay. Well,
Fine. Can wait.
I mean, I have technically started it. And like organized my stash and stuff to my liking. But
But that's about it. Well, I can't say that.
So where do we have to get to unlock the? Because I know in this new season they have a thing where you get a free cosmetic,
Level 50.
level 50.
Okay, so we just keep pushing forward
Yeah.
because the best way to level is just to get deeper in the story. Indeed.
I like-
Actually, you guys want to just go full speedrun mode at this point?
I thought that's kind of what we were doing already.
All right. I mean, I was earlier to try to catch up to the others, but
Well, oh, there it is. Shift in and unbind that button. That way I don't lose that specter.
that's one plum acquisition. Next stop, wherever the next waypoint is, then pay a visit to the docks to drop it off.
Corey, I have the town portal next to the Kitus Plum if you still need that quest done.
And I have opened a portal in the middle of the not the Lord's Labyrinth, the Trial of Sin and Sea.
Alright. I can't
Right,
wait.
just hit the gate.
Ever. Ready player.
I was just
Hello? Is everything alright, Corey?
and that's it.
Oh.
Alright.
Hmm.
This mouse is the most uncomfortable.
You can,
Forget, is the library one of the quests that we actually need to do,
I can-
or
you can ask Ethan to swap.
No, the library is the one where you get gems early. Like one of the
All right. I'm sorry. I was
actually
helping.
reasonably skippable?
I was helping Char swap over.
Okay.
All right.
Really? Thought that was fixed.
What happened?
This we might be 2FA.
Uh-huh.
With swapping computer. Me. Confirm your days. I thought we got that disabled. Okay.
See, Christmas
How many-
presents are covered.
The request has been sent. Here, I'll do.
I heard a scream.
Yeah, I got splattered.
Oh, blight occurred. I see.
Yeah, my bombs just weren't doing enough. Oh well.
So, Corey,
Yeah.
David put a portal over there, and the side quest for the plum, I put a portal there.
Man, these things. Why is this area hurt?
They are quite painful. Were you able to hit the plaque before you got killed?
I have already done the trial.
Okay. Actually, it doesn't say you've done it in that. Oh, you've finished the ascendancy itself. I
Yeah.
see. I haven't done that yet.
I think, yeah, Ethan and I thought it was with one of you guys, but maybe it was just Ethan and I. Was it just us when we defeated?
Maybe you were helping the Aiden, trying to catch up.
No, I mean you guys were you were here Friday also with helping Aiden. But Aiden still hasn't caught up with us. Oh, you want the output on game on your game, and then you want Discord. Or there. Voice and video. Oh, here it is.
My portal is at the Scepter waypoint.
You'll have to wait until we get to, well, at least until I get to the doorway, or wherever that is.
All right.
And the Vengeance Cassia must be that direction.
All right, so yeah, I think we're both just on the very last quest where you destroyed the big bad dude on top of the tower.
Right.
All right, I'm standing outside the point where you need to go for the Scepter of God.
Okay, Ethan, we need you logging in so we could all get here. So I think we're all there. Yep.
Oh, I went in. I'm gonna go back out and put my portal next to it.
Okay, this is not letting me. It's not letting me fast travel to you.
It's because we're in the same zone, so you'll
Alright.
have to go into town and enter my portal.
I see. So then, oh, so go to Act 3. Oh, you have to join us. Can you send it? Oh, can you send Ethan a party invite?
Any of us can, thankfully. Unlike last epoch. Last epoch, not letting anyone to invite to party and only the party leader.
Okay. Oh, it's a lot. It's a.
So I currently have
And
my
you said your
portal at.
portal's there? Okay.
Yeah. My portal's currently at the waypoint in the Scepter of God. I could instead place it at where I currently am, which is at just before the tower rooftop.
On building mountains?
I'll put my portal onto the waypoint for the Scepter of God itself.
Right. Let me know once you've done that.
I have done that.
My
So,
portal's at the
go back
at the
to
tower
town and
rooftop.
then-
The tower on top. All right, so go back to town and just take your portal.
Yeah. My portal is to the waypoint. His is to the,
Repeat. Mine's to the pinnacle.
yeah.
Okay, so take this. There we go.
Oh wait, does Ethan have access to here?
It'll be Justin's will be the waypoint.
Cool. Me? Okay, never mind.
Not letting you in.
That's
Okay,
what I
okay.
feared.
Okay, hold on.
If you come to the Imperial Gardens,
Oh,
it is a
actually,
big shot.
is it?
He still has the fruit quest he hasn't done. Oh wait,
I
it's
still have the fruit in my pocket. I just.
Oh.
That's just
Yeah.
something you
Okay.
don't have to do instantly.
you're at the waypoint.
Come this way, Ethan. This way. Follow me, you shall see. World of imagination. And a lot of hubris. Lots and lots of hubris.
My God.
My favorite variation of That song is called With Me, Be World of OSHA Violations.
That one's great.
And now you go to town, and you can take David's
Or you
portal.
can, yeah. I think we're
Wait, is there
technically in a
another
separate area, so you
waypoint
can just do the
inside of
swirly
this?
to us.
Oh, do the swirly to empty flat.
Swirly!
Into the toilet we go. Whoosh.
Oh, the tower.
Flushed away. Tower rooftop.
you go.
Ah.
I see all the names. I'm fighting.
It is woman's purpose to tempt and try the will of man.
They shall regret my 20 schools of that are
It'll be
actually
a
just
top middle. Yep, the green top middle. The sound one.
Oh, are those bees a skull variant?
Some raging spirits has a bee
Have you ever
skin.
seen the true face
Oh,
of
it's a
God
skin. I
Exile?
see.
I had it from a very, very long time ago.
That's a touch disappointing. I was hoping it was actually just a variant of Raging Skull.
I
But,
wish.
okay.
There is Big Skull, and the reason why I went bees is because poison. So, very bee
Fair enough.
theme. Or at least Minecraft bee.
And he just died because bees are terrifying.
Regret our mistakes.
I think that might be the toxic rain also.
Try not to take it personally.
Can't hit with all the effects.
I blame the bees.
Poison?
Don't forget,
got
I also
all-
have an axe. Which probably does nothing. But I have an axe.
Are you Gimli?
Alright.
Son of Gloin?
Maybe.
Yeah, and now for a brief diversion to go to the docks.
It only counts as
and tell-
one.
Yeah, and tell Vergrave that he's allowed to kill himself now.
And San was the foulest of them all.
Okay, goodbye, Fairgraves.
Do you want to go to the docks also? And you gotta
All he did was give me a ring.
I'm going.
hit that. You can just hit our swirlies. My swirly.
All my skills
Huzzah.
want level 40. I have such a big gray list of gem cannot level up.
Then go down here.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, I guess we did it. Never mind. All right, let's go to Aqueducts.
Participate in combat when I can just run away.
True.
I'm not up to that just yet.
After all, I think you get more XP if the monsters are at least a little bit higher level than you. So this is what it takes to not be over leveled in this game.
Yeah, I wish I knew because somehow I'm over leveled.
I think we're also over level just from helping Aiden.
That might be it.
And also, I think we just get more experience for playing with the variation. Like every room has unique.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of them have bonus XP. Yeah.
I've just been like I'm under just around your and Ethan's level, but I didn't have the quests on. But Ethan or Corey is Great, I'm doing that now. David is level
A
34.
lake drained, a million creatures lost.
So I think there might have been
So
some
San can keep
leveling
his
Aiden
privies
up
flowing.
in that case.
You could just hit our swirlies. Unless you just want to beat that 4
I'm going to take it out.
committed.
I'm going to do it.
Gross, you're using a regular attack?
Yeah, no wonder why he's not killing it.
Yeah, use that. Whatever your character ability is, you gotta use that.
I'm using
I
lacerate.
think he uses.
Uh,
Yeah, he's supposed to be using lacerate. Because it's the bleed damage. I think your main damage for a while is probably going to be shield charge.
is he like
Gladiator, because it
more damage later on kind of thing?
just because it's a lot easier to like a good shield is pretty much the name of the game with the gladiator,
Hmm.
because he has a lot of block chance, and turning block chance into damage is kind of what shield charge does.
All right, you want to get to us? Or have you defeated the thing? Are you still fighting it?
Not yet. I've not finished it.
Can you drop a portal? I'll come in and help you.
No, I'm going to take it out.
I'll help you
Let me
take
see
it
if I
out.
can find him first and ruin it.
I'm gonna do a solo. Let me solo it.
You are not. Let me solo her.
That's not gonna stop me from trying.
Trying. No.
I shall not even summon my bees.
We opened the gates this land.
Just
will
my
be remembered.
peasants.
It's one thing
Honestly,
to
I'm almost
buy-
there.
There's a lot of abyss. There's a lot of everything. I'm just gonna throw out
Aha.
the bees after all.
I destroyed it.
Seems like the rain's back. Ta-da.
I really need to upgrade my kit. The Volant Emperor Purity is taking too long to kill.
Aha. Loot.
Oh, it's just you, Corey.
I'm here.
Well, the good news, David, is
Oh, hold on.
that gave us enough time for all of us to be here when you killed it.
Let's see.
Is he dead?
And this is the area.
No, he's at about 1/4 and the bees
Okay.
arrived.
Oh, hey, some new life flasks for you to do more damage with.
Ah, good.
Oh wait, actually,
Nope,
aren't you
I'm
at
not
the
high
point
enough
where you
level.
use aren't you at the point where you
think
use
I
explosive
should be.
concoction now?
However, guess where I would get the explosive concoction? I think it would be at the
From the library guy. Or I
Yeah.
can buy it for you real quick because I have Lily
Um,
available.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Explosion!
Now we go to Oh.
Which means I'll need to get lots and lots of elemental flasks to throw away.
Poisonous concoction. Explosive concoction. There we go.
I imagine like Path of Exile is still in the experimental stage where you don't need to really follow a build.
Well, no one knows what a build is yet either.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I mean. Like,
I mean, if you want to, we could play that. I mean, outside Ethan not wanting. Because, have a...
yeah, we'll just have to wait. That's fine. I could wait till next week.
Oh yes. I gained David. Raid. Take your explosions, sir.
Okay.
Actually, I'm probably going to need to hold off. Trying not to spend money. So I'll
Yeah.
probably just keep playing this.
Understandable.
'Cause that's I didn't budget for it, so
The Christmas gifts have been purchased.
pretty much.
It's My family is doing White Elephant 3 times.
What? All right then.
Mom's side of the family. Mom's other side of the family. And then
I forget. Is there a recipe to create the elemental flasks?
to dig free.
To create the elemental flasks.
I think so. Let's
All right.
see. You need sapphire, ruby, right?
Yeah, sapphire, ruby, and topaz, I believe.
Let's see, I have a sapphire. I know you can. I know you get some of them from quest rewards.
We took him out not too long ago. Goes around.
I'm gonna have to scour this
like
one so that way
445
you
high.
can actually use it.
Got back up.
Check the various merchants to see if they happen
Mhm.
to have any for sale.
I think it's mostly like the.
Yeah, it would be
It might
the
be in
drink
Act 4 or
vendors.
5 would be more likely.
I've already checked the Act 2 vendor and the Act 3 vendor. Alright, there's no good. Oh, thank you. That'll be enough to at least get stocked.
Oh, by the way, Ethan, pretty much the entrance to the next area is literally just over here. Pretty much where we, like, right next to where we enter.
So it's mostly so okay. You get them as a quest reward in Act 5.
Look at that.
Looks like
Alright.
they can drop anywhere, and the exchange, and you can get them from exchanging divination cards otherwise.
And
For,
ideal.
for a poison bottle? Wow.
No, he's looking
no,
for
the elemental flasks.
Oh.
yeah.
You throw, so you could throw, like, you could do elemental effect kind of flask kind of thing?
Yep.
Like,
That is what explosive concoction requires.
it's like that's a true power is an elemental flask.
It's a different skill compared to the one he was using earlier. but
Elemental
yeah, it
flask is
uses
the one I'm
those.
actually supposed to be using. Okay, so I'm going to need to pick up elemental focus.
So it's like right there. Or you could just hit the swirly.
Oh, right.
What do you want? Go where you are needed.
Okay, so I just need to head to Act 2 and buy that.
The gate is hunt well.
So in 7:30, I'll request that we do reading in Eucharist because I will have to bounce at 9.
Okay.
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 If there's extra time after reading Eucharist for us to keep playing, I'm game, but gives a buffer doing it at
It is
7:30.
7:30 at that point. Or it is 7 right now for y'all.
It's 7 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've gotten my bombs. I'm ready to continue.
Nice.
Continue on.
So I guess off to the mines.
Into the mines.
Did you pick up? Oh, you picked up a seal. Nice.
Yeah, I think when you take off, I'll probably head back to my place.
Okay.
Probably hop on.
The rapture is our hope. Ta-ta. Although the gate is open.
I mean, just the PoE one, because playing with Justin and Corey and that group, yeah.
But I started a hardcore character. I'm still alive an hour later.
Nice.
Didn't think I was gonna last this long. So I'm just proving them all wrong.
Why are we just killing a bunch of frogs?
Because they drop money. Though well, they're supposed to drop money. But in truth, might still be better off just rushing past.
So you're telling me these things are just living coin purses?
Yes.
More or less. They are mostly harmless. When
Just one of the
when they
things
aren't
that-
harmless is when they're not the ones doing the bad things. They're just in the way.
One of the things that the Necropolis sometimes does, just replace enemies with wildly inappropriate ones.
That sounds funny.
Funnily enough, we started these like our first playthrough on Necropolis
Go where you are
characters,
needed.
so we've gone back to it.
Because apparently we just couldn't have enough of that wild inappropriateness.
Have we found her spirit yet?
It is in mine's a level 2, generally.
Okay.
Are we just running past everyone?
Maybe.
We are speed running, eh? Welcome to how we do it in 8 hours, because I'm not the type of crazy person that can do it in 3.
Gosh, this game's story mode just long. Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
You end up significantly overleveled unless you unless you speed run. And even then, you typically only end up like a level or 2 behind. Oh, wow.
Or if you go too fast, you get a little bit lower. Then you're doing something right, but wrong, because then you don't get XP from killing things. Because XP falls off on the other side of the XP curve, XP levels too.
I do not get that. I mean, I assume it's supposed to be an anti-power leveling measure, but if that's the concern, just have a penalty for having wildly disparate party levels.
That's where we need to be. The empty. Oh, looks like I need to go back to the mines to find the spirit.
Yep, unfortunately, the mines rolled up some nasty stuff on top. Yeah, but left alone the bats that are the actual nasty thing from the mines. So, a little spicy at the moment.
Oh, I think I found the spirit. I'll pop a portal. Oh.
Nice.
Pop portal. All right.
On the way.
Oh.
Oh dear.
As mid portal popping.
Ah.
I mean, if the portal managed to get in.
Oh. Are y'all here?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. We gotta wait for Justin and Ethan. You went too far ahead, Ethan.
Oh.
Mine's level 2. I did not end up picking up the banner by accident. No. One moment. Still didn't pick it up.
Where's it I'm going?
Covered the entire
You
page.
be at mine's level 2. You could just take my portal. That works too.
Oh, that's. I know why I'm not finding it is because it's already been looted when I wasn't there.
What do you mean? You're the one who killed the guy. With your bees.
The
I don't think
power
I
of
killed
bees compels you.
You don't have to wait for me.
Oh, okay.
My gift. From one fighting woman to another, Dishret.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, in
Okay.
that case, let's bounce off town. I have a portal at the next point of interest.
Town
Dishret has
bouncy.
ascended and returned,
Lovely.
as we all must. May fear guide you.
Oh, take flask.
Goodbye.
Portal?
Yep.
Do we wait for Justin?
Probably should.
I mean, I literally just said, "Don't wait
Okay.
for me."
Okay.
In that case, let's do the rest of the stream. There's a lot more transitions in this one,
Okay.
and so once he does catch up, he'll be able to warp to us more easily.
I am the Rezo, the Sword King. It was here in the pits of Leopolis that I made my living, killing ragged dogs and wild boars before I could even be concealed among.
You know what? I'm just gonna assume I don't know where the banner is, so I'm just gonna accept that. Nope, not
Like,
today.
you probably have the banner, right? You're in mine's level 2. Mine's level 1. Don't you need the banner to
Yeah,
get
I
into mine?
cleared the entire area and it wasn't there, so it's already grabbed.
Yeah,
it or
you kind of
done
can't
that.
get into the mines without the banner.
No, not that banner. I thought there was one inside for the spirit.
No, it's just a spirit you click on.
When you poke the spirit, it just
Okay.
it goes and then you get
Okay, then
you
I'm
get your quest
misremembering
progression.
that one then. I probably need to go to that then.
Well, to the arena. You got some stinking foul for you tonight.
Pick up blood for the blood bees.
Goals for the bone honey.
Do I not have poison chance yet? No, I don't. They just do chaos damage for now.
Oh, the bees arrived.
Our bee carriers have arrived.
At the very least, they're good at doing spread damage. The damage may be everywhere.
Quickly.
Let us see how you fare in the Grand Arena.
Beast Manor Reservation.
Welcome to the
Can
Grand
see
Arena of
SPs.
Leopolis. It is here that I first laid eyes upon my true purpose. My lady Mary. It is our inspiration that defines us.
Did we actually join different? That's interesting. For some reason, I joined a different instance than you guys.
Probably clicked it at around the same time, so.
Just pop 2. Makes sense.
not up to that just yet.
I'm used to killing my way through those arenas instead of just going yin yin yin, just skipping past. Ah, I see. We're not allowed to skip this one. I need to actually kill people.
If you go further along, you can go past though. Oh, you're all the way up there. You're just running past them anyways. I think this one might be a dead end. Branching paths and all.
I just drop a totem every like 50 pace and let it take care of
Oh,
them.
I died.
Yep, killing them
I
open the
need
door.
that new mana.
I need elemental flask, which is fortunate because no one else would ever use an elemental flask.
The only time I ever have was playing a righteous fire character. And that's because fire.
Fire resistance was everything.
Oh.
That reminds me, I need to actually start cursing people now.
And when we do two small hits, very many of them, but too small for it to instantly kill. Hey, and I have desire.
Was for yourself.
Right, one down. On to the next.
I felt it. You've done
Feels
yourself
ridiculous.
proud today.
It's like the speedrunning behavior leads to faster level ups than actually trying to take your time and, you know, fight. Why play the game when you can just skip the game? Just throw attacking stuff when they're in the way.
You aren't truly living unless you skip the game.
This isn't the Karui that I know.
Reminds me of all the min-maxing people did for Diablo 3 when I actually used to play a couple of those. You do like one act of the campaign and go straight to our adventure mode.
You do
And
an
level
act of the
through there.
campaign.
I think because of the King York, it gave you a guaranteed crown drop, at least there for a bit. And you'd
Oh.
use that for doubling down on
On
the
XP.
gem
Yup.
and the, yeah.
I'm not up to that.
At least that's what I have remembered was high chain.
I mean, Keen Lorik,
Yeah.
I forgot fighting him. Brings us
Yeah,
back.
but a guaranteed King Lorik's crown, I can definitely see why people would bother with the first act for that.
Thinking about it, it might not have been guaranteed, but I do remember it being extremely, extremely common. At the very least.
Some people would just replay the campaign King Lorik fight until they got it.
I think it's only for the first kill of. I don't remember. It might have been completely different. It's been very, very long since I played Diablo 3.
That's fair.
Yeah, I remember Justin and I
At this
started it
point,
back when
it
there was
is-
an auction house.
I still have a nightmare staff of staff of cows or whatever it was. Nightmare staff.
How much was that puppy worth?
Well, you can't, and it was after.
Oh,
they
it was
got
after.
rid of
Oh, it was
auction
after
house,
that
but
attack house.
It was like I don't think you could sell it anyways. But I meant like you can't get it anymore since they removed difficulties.
That's true.
That was like the only relic I have of that time.
You need the renewed
It's just-
difficulty. Now there's like 20 of them.
Yeah, not really. It's all just modular, technically harder number up, but not like hard difficulty changes.
Oh yeah, that's all Diablo 3 is. It's scaling numbers.
Yeah. And now Diablo 4 is the same because they went with the same style.
Did it? I thought there was supposed to be normal Nightmare in Hell mode in Diablo 4.
Well, yeah, but
No,
the
there
only
was
difference,
like
the only difference is a scaling modifier to the raw numbers. It's not like the enemy
Yeah.
AI changes or anything.
world tier. There might have been some changes later on, but like they hit the point where they just have like 8 torment levels in Diablo 4 now or something. Like it might as well just be like Diablo 3, but not. Like with how they've changed the game, which is follow with what it works, but also since they did go backwards in a lot of stuff with Diablo 4, but unfortunately they're just retreading lost ground that they themselves lost.
Yeah, well, I know, like, I do know people who have only played, like, Diablo 3 and never played, like, Diablo 1 or 2. And so I can imagine...
That was me. For a long while.
Yeah.
Unironically, I never really got through Diablo 2 except around the same time that we played together, and maybe one playthrough with someone else like right before then. So.
And admittedly, even that playthrough of Diablo 2 was a kind of odd one because we were definitely rushing it.
Oh yeah, that one was. But me and Corey also did one like just the two of us there for a bit too.
Okay.
Had a fun necromancer build. All the bone soldiers.
That's usually a good time.
But I've learned that bone wizards is a trap. They don't scale that well, which was sad to hear.
Yeah.
But pretty much,
He's dead.
the bone soldiers in Diablo 2 are like the bees in Path of Exile. They just, if you just focus on it, they clear maps. Oh, wow.
Sometimes I forget that you can just go through the doorway before the animation actually opens up for it.
I only just learned that because I saw you guys phase through the wall.
I'm gonna wait a bit until they catch up to this point.
What do you need now?
I'm just quickly selling, or just
You remember.
emptying stash.
Understandable. Have a nice stash.
I'm preparing my goodbyes.
Your goodbyes.
Oh yeah, so it sounds like I don't know if I'll ever be playing Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 1. Yeah. All right.
Fair.
I mean, they will still both supposedly be updating in their own ways.
Yeah.
Path of Exile 1 will be greater for the faster paced stuff, that's for sure.
Malachi's
Because Path of Exile 2 is definitely going to be a lot slower paced, but a little bit easier to control. Well, because what's
So
the...
this is what life inside of a
Well,
nightmare looks
I mean, we haven't gone deep enough to really know yet. Are mobility skills going to be a thing?
From what I've seen, there is no dash, there is no like mirror arrow. There is a couple like leap skills, but they're not really leaps like in this game. They're more like you literally just jump over an enemy shooting them at the same time. So there is no traditional mobility skills. No sorcerers teleport shenanigans.
Tragic. Well, I just checked the shops and none of them had my flasks. So I can't get me flask yet. Only having one of them is pain.
At least you're doing some. Hopefully, you're doing some decent damage with it. Do you know which ascendancy you're supposed to use with that build?
I'll
help
know
with the
once I go back and check.
Oh, okay.
Just haven't done the labyrinth yet, so yeah, haven't really needed to check.
I just quickly ran through it while
Well,
so that way I can get the minion bonuses. Yeah.
Labyrinth is good XP too, but
yes,
we got about 9 minutes till 7:30. I don't think it's enough time to do Labyrinth.
I got zapped.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's why I beelined the Ascension, even though you guys were in the mines during that time.
Ah.
That's why I didn't.
That's why you disappear.
Yeah, so in exchange, I have me and my allies gain 30% increased damage and some increased attack speed around me. And elemental resistances, which is very helpful when I'm playing in a group with my friends. I can be a support.
Like you're playing a paladin.
I had leveled again.
Hey, you're caught up with you're catching up with our levels though. Good. Which also means you're getting more XP. Actually, you're at the cups. That's about full XP here. So more XP indeed.
I mean, yeah, I'm currently over leveled by 1.
How can you tell if you're over leveled?
Monster level of the area.
I see.
Once you press tab for it to be able to see the, yeah, just leave me to it. Yeah, like we're not exactly taking our time here, but even so.
I mean, to be fair, you were quite a few levels back, so.
Like maybe to the party, but not to the map.
Banana Beast 2.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Don't mind me, I just have mobility skills as my main thing I do when I'm not actively summoning skulls.
You just shield dash.
Yeah. I actually thinking about it, I think there is shield charging. How to fix out too. Thinking about it. I heard someone mention it exists.
So what I'm hearing is that shields just became much more important.
I haven't seen it at all, so it might be an ascendancy specific thing.
Boo. I don't like that they moved a lot of skills to ascendancies. That the skills being available to anybody was one of the few things I really liked about Path of Exile.
Although there was the you effectively were gonna stuck with the same person on very specific skills anyways. Scion or Trickster is pretty much required for... Trickster is pretty much Hex Blast and Mines at all. If you use Mines, you're using Trickster. Scion is very specific in the very niche sort of skill usage.
I mean, yeah, some of the ascendancies make it a lot easier to use certain skills, but like within the skill tree, yeah, there's pretty much always at least 3 classes that had reasonable access to whatever skills you needed.
Yeah.
Oof.
Although it might be a bit different since they also are having 12 classes. once the 1.0s, and then each one is having 3
You
ascendancies.
just earned yourself some bigger prey, Huntress.
So probably
Listen
did that
carefully,
so
Ranger.
that way there's
This
more
is
reasons
something
to
you
pick
will
the
never hear.
niche or
It was
ones.
Malachi who reached.
Hopefully they release Root or something soon, because I remember a lot of people being excited about that.
What's the thing with the druid?
Shape-shifting werewolf stuff.
I see.
Nature magic or nature-based skills, I'd assume.
Are they slowly releasing
And also
content
just-
to the next 6 months until full release, or is it going to be you have what you have for the next 6 months?
I think they're live adding stuff as it comes out, because they're still doing balancing and stuff
Before
for
we
the
walk
stuff
this
that
path
just
together.
came out.
Yeah, we're basically
Like already
we're basically paying to be their beta testers.
yeah, pretty much. And so far, that's people have been excited because they've been very quick on feedback in a lot of cases. Like, the game came out 1 week ago, and they had a pretty major rebalancing patch. Like,
Is
3 or 4
this
days ago.
the one where we have to fight a bunch of like mini bosses?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I found one right over here.
Let's fight it.
Oh, I see
Just
someone
fight
with a bunch of auras over here. Yes, please. Ah, it is David giving my minions more damage. Thank you for your
he's
services.
Beauty in our pursuit of
Yep.
pettiness.
The fact that I haven't been bothering to pay attention to or really bother identifying gear is catching up to me. I'm feeling skishy. Oh well.
I've kind of been doing the same thing, but in my case, it's there's a mini minion spec stuff that's been dropping.
Also, there's just so much between you and the enemy that what are they going to do? You hit the bugs.
True. I also got a really good roll on that like one spirit shield I picked up for minions earlier a while back.
Nice. Better than the fear shit I gave you?
I think it might have been the one you gave me like a couple goes ago.
Oh.
A couple sessions ago. For context, it has max life, increased damage, and crit strike chance for my minions. So
Ooh.
it did a triple roll. And at this point, crit strike chance is probably non-insignificant. Double negative is probably a somewhat significant portion of DPS. with how
Important.
fast they attack. Oh, I guess. I don't remember what I just said and what you just corrected it to, so I'm not gonna do that sentence a third time, though.
Your kind leave nothing but scars, Malagaro.
Did you get all 3? There was 2 on the left and 1 on the right.
Think. Oh, we got one more organ.
Yeah. Okay, so you need to get the one to the right of the waypoint. So you need to be all the way over here. Because I see you explored the left side fully.
Okay. What am I supposed to do once I've grabbed that branch? Okay, it looks like I continue on down.
Oh, I just realized I haven't been using my movement speed fast.
Oh yeah, I should probably make my
Shield
way down
charge
point
just
blank.
doing some good work.
On this day, the eve
Making me forget
of
about it entirely.
righteous completion, I honor those who have
It is
loved
over here, down here.
whose
Is in the
passion
arena
and
room.
knowledge have brought us to the brink of salvation. Inquisitor Maligao, a creative force without equal. Sharon of Ambra, an aesthete of transcendent sensibility. Dwayne Dacta,
being influenced by you guys. I would rather just go to the waypoint.
My friends,
In a lot of cases, yeah, that's
to make a greater world together.
pretty quick.
I remember when we.
This moment, Ranger. You and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Creation. Usually the concern of nature, isn't it?
Right after this boss fight, can we do Yukisa reading?
Sounds good to me.
Thank you.
Heidi needs us to perform Canadian healthcare on her.
Now, exile!
I don't know. It sounds more like you had the U.S. healthcare after insurance.
Denied.
When I heard about it, how many times that they're denied.
Do you guys hear that when it comes to forgot which one it was. Robin?
You were born for this.
I think it was one of those healthcares where the healthcare
Like 90% are like denied or something.
No, it was
30%.
like it's like even when like for pain like you keep a person under or pain pills like the insurance company can determine.
Oh, the anesthesia.
Yeah.
or the-
Yeah, and then they reneged after the whole assassination thing.
Did they renege on that? I didn't hear that.
They did, yeah.
The thing that I heard is that they have to, at least with some of the healthcare companies, outsource the denials to completely other companies just to keep up with, like, all of the denials. Which is really funny
Specifically
and
denied.
sad. Specifically denials.
You were going to put to death the world.
Yeah, like I unironically heard like there's one of the insurance companies like does like mostly just denials
A
at,
predator
like,
is defined.
in general, unless and you have to appeal it just to be able to get a chance of it going through. A chance of it. So
What do you want?
people is not happy about that stuff.
Yeah. I was watching something where it was like this live feed of it was like Ben Shapiro was trying to like blame the left for the assassination attempt and like his whole feed just like
Dunking on him.
turns
Yeah.
on him.
Oh yeah. Well, there's so many talking heads have
What
have
do you
been
want?
turned against.
May fear
It's
guide
like the
Turns out the Republic is very angry.
oh it's like the both left and right like the people know this is not okay. It's like the moment that one says it's the right fault or the left's fault that we're in this mess.
It's almost like people don't like health insurance companies.
Look, when your entire business model is charging people money to make a promise to take care of them in their time of need, and then reneging on that promise, people don't like you.
Yeah.
All right. Broheim. After that fight, it's time for reading. Everyone, I think we're in the last part. Yep, the Great Commission. Test test. Let me see here.
Test,
make
test.
sure it's going through.
Hello, Mr. Tess.
Test 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 test. Perfect. All right.
Wait.
All right. I'm gonna go get juice.
It crashed.
What computer? Yours?
Both.
You guys didn't turn off. They just turn off on their own. Did your feet actually touch the power button, Char? I think it got a little. Like, I think it got a little unplugged. All right, go get some juice. Are you? Do you want? Are you going to be taking communion with us, Char? So I'll grab the juice so you can decide if you want to do that or not. One second. I need to turn off the echo. Let me turn off the echo. Oh yeah. Before everyone starts. There we go. Should be no echo now. Actually, me also then. There we go. And then I go here. There we go. Hmm. All right, Ethan's using the restroom, and then once you get back, we can start. Are you ready, David? Can you hear me? You there, Logan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sweet. Pretty low. Let me. I'll pump you up. You there, Justin?
Yep.
Okay.
Bum, ba, dun, dun, dun.
Did you bring your own cup, Ethan? All right.
A new cup?
This is my last bottle of juice. Remember when I got all that juice? Like,
That's the last one.
remember I got all that juice like a year and a half ago? It's like right when you start hanging out. That's when I got all that juice.
I remember
This
that.
juice is like.
You showed up with like 50 things of juice.
Say when.
And it's been like, what, 4 years?
Okay.
Just in case it doesn't.
Like, it's been 4 years. And you've been working on Iron Fist, Vampire, and not Free SS? When your whole entire community has been hyped for Free SS for 5 years, you say? And you work on other fighting styles?
All right. So Ethan's here. David, are you here? All right. Looks like we're still waiting. I guess I'll pick my cup.
I think he is. Yeah, not here.
Well, I am so confused why I would rather work on Iron Fist.
Yo, Corey.
The whole community is hyped for Free SS.
I'm sorry, Char, that there's no 3SS. What's up, Logan?
Did you ever figure out the Charlie's Elden Ring?
Yeah, it's fixed.
It's
I thought you
fixed.
said the Chinese Elden Ring there, not the.
That's what I heard. Chinese Elden Ring.
What?
Have you ever figured out the Chinese
Hmm.
Elden Ring?
What, okay, what did you say? Because that's what I heard.
He said Charlie's Elden Ring. So like getting things working so Charlie can play Elden Rings.
Yeah, Elden Ring's Japanese.
Like all the words got changed into Chinese characters.
So pretty much what was happening is with Steam's new family share is I kept on inviting Brendan's account, but he'll accept it. But then when he accepted it, he was logged into the wrong account. And so it's like I hit accept and nothing happens, and it just turns out he was logged into the wrong Steam account. Yes.
Classic.
So he has his. Has he been playing it?
Huh?
Has he been playing it?
He played for
Or does he
like.
plan on playing it?
He could talk for himself if you wanna. You could talk to him yourself there.
Eh.
I got all the roles in GPO, so I'm just like, nah, GPO.
Nice.
Like every role, I just been, oh, I got something. Oh, I got something. Oh, yay, thank you.
He has the streamer's luck.
Yes, the streamer's luck. Not Good Friday luck.
Good Friday luck.
Did you see the new Elden Ring thing, Justin?
Oh yeah, the standalone game.
Yeah.
I saw that existed. Yeah.
What were you doing the last couple hours, Logan?
Eating pizza.
Ooh. How's it? How's the Elden Ring expansion?
I haven't been playing it.
Ah,
I was wondering if Charlie was wanting to play. Because I'll buy it for him if he wants.
got put on the spot with generosity.
Oh. Yeah, me neither.
Same.
It's either you got skills or you got grind. Choose your, or your carry. Choose your.
I plan on playing Sekiro next.
Sorry
I
about
hear
that.
that's
Got a
the
phone call.
hardest one.
Oh,
Oh,
give it back.
but was a good phone
yeah.
call.
It was just Jeannie. She was calling because she heard that I had some news, and so she wanted to hear about the new job.
Ah, nice.
All right. Now that we're all here, let's get started. Like usual, would you like to read with us, Broheim, or are you just gonna be here? Just be here? Okay. Are you ready, David, for the reading in Eucharist?
Yeah, I've got the materials ready.
You got the elements?
Yep.
All right. You don't mind praying us into the Bible reading? And Ethan you'll, like usual, you read? Sweet. Oh, you don't mind praying us into Bible reading, David?
I can.
Sweet.
Lord. We're gathered here today, once again to get to read your word and get to learn all we can from it. So, please, as we read, please let us understand what you would have us glean from it, and I'm sorry, words are escaping me at the moment. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. What was said and what stood out to you? I guess it's good to ask also, like, when we're at the very end, like, we just go, what has happened? I think. So, like, what has happened so far? What was said? And I guess, like, what does it mean? Like, how does it connect?
All right. Well, I suppose just as for what we're seeing here, it's the Great Commission. Yeah, yeah, go to the end of the earth and tell everyone what happened. Baptize them and get in the name of the Father and Son and of the Holy Spirit. And essentially, I think this is the most explicit statement of the Trinity anywhere in the Bible. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Pretty noteworthy how yeah, in this scene, when they fall down and worship him, unlike pretty much every other scene where yeah, where a holy figure shows up and is worshipped, he doesn't rebuke them. He in fact accepts it and built on it. Whereas in every other case, it's like with the angels, are like, no, 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 no. I'm not the one you're supposed to be worshiping. Stop that.
Nope, don't do that. Nope. Stop it.
We saw our cousins get corrupted with this kind of behavior. We don't want to be corrupted. I'm like, it's interesting. He commanded him to go to a mountain. Was this command before he died? Or did he command them after he died? And well, I guess it was popping to every person. That's when he was like, go to the mountain. I think like other good questions is like, what does it mean when Jesus says all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me? What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but I mean, we do see in various points in the Bible how you know, Jesus speaks of his relationship to God the Father as a subordinate one, where he the Son is taking orders from the Father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess this could essentially be a declaration that he's the one leading the show now, as it were. But
Yeah, I'd say, and we see in the beginning, humans were given authority, not all authority, but dominion and I guess much authority over animals and beasts in the land. And then, of course, we sin, and now it's corrupted, and everything has gone horribly wrong. But now
Gone to
Jesus,
hell
our
everywhere.
Savior, yeah, and now we have Jesus, our Savior, and He is our example of new humanity, and we, you know, I guess you could even say that we also have this authority because we are one with Christ. Like it's kind of a restored creation.
So if I'm hearing you say, Logan, is we were given authority to rule and have dominion at the Garden of Eden.
Yep.
It's like kind of like that partnership with Yahweh. And so since that partnership, that rule was lost, Yahweh was the God of the Bible. What was he going to do? Was he going to scrape that plan and start new? Or make it happen, or still make it happen with a human? Just turns out proper ruling needed a God man.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Justin?
Wait, that was inverted. I think.
Okay.
Might have to go over that one again.
Yeah, so in the beginning, God created humanity, right?
Mm-hmm.
He told humanity to rule. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like go rule over the animals, plant, make gardens, like rule. When humanity didn't listen to God, they said they lost that ruling. But God's original plan is to have humans rule. So it takes a human to bring us back, and not just any human, but it has to take the God human to bring us back to that rule. Takes us back to that authority that was lost.
Yeah, and it's also so awesome that it's more than just ruling over animals, but we also can rule over the flesh, which was originally intended to, but also, we walk by the Spirit, not by the flesh anymore.
Mm-hmm.
As Christians, and we no longer live in fear of the evil world, but we live in a new kingdom that only Jesus brings. So it's always his authority. This is his authority. That we live in a new kingdom on earth.
Because if I remember right, when Jesus, before his death, he says, I am bringing the kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is coming. And after his resurrecting, he said, the kingdom of heaven is here now. So there's something about his death and resurrection that brought that authority, that brought the kingdom, brought the authority, brought the kingdom of heaven. My last question is, Jesus then says, you must go and make all the nations into disciples. What is a disciple? Do we put sackcloths and have people just walk around chanting "Me et al rule"? The Mighty
Yeah.
Python reference.
I wish. I really wish.
So I guess the question is, what is a disciple?
I guess I would just say what we were just talking about, how King Jesus is the king and how we also have accordance with authority with him, and that being a disciple is following him and uh not pushing his rule, but showing his rule and moral authority over everything else. Like bringing the light to the world.
So if I'm
Just renewed creation and walking in that creation that Jesus has brung.
So if I'm hearing correctly, Logan, you're saying being a disciple is living as that ruling is happening? Did I hear you right?
Hmm?
I think we worked out that passage pretty well. Is there any other thoughts before we get into commentary?
Yeah, I'm tapped.
No, not from here.
You, Ethan? Any more thoughts before we get into commentary? Okay. I say that after commentary so that I know people are waiting, so we'll save that after. All right. And David, did I hear you say anything? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. I will start reading the commentary. Who would like to read after me?
All right.
All right. Me, David. Who would like to read after David? Logan. All right. And Logan, and after Logan, Justin, you good with that?
Sure.
Then Ethan, there's anything left, you'll clean slack. You sometimes wonder when listening to some of the great classical composers whether they really know how to bring a piece to an end. One of the most notorious is Beethoven. There are times when at the end of a symphony you think you're just coming to the end, but the chords go crashing on and on, sounding almost final, but leaving room for just one more. And then another, and then another, until the very last one dies away and the symphony is truly complete. No doubt a serious student of music would explain that there was a purpose in it, but for many listeners, it seems as though a great deal has been packed into the ending, almost as though the whole symphony is being gathered up into those last few explosive chords. Matthew's ending is much like that. Not that it goes on longer than we expect, it is in fact quite compact, but it contains so much that we will do well to slow down in our reading of these final verses and ponder each line, indeed each phrase, to see how they gather up the whole gospel and pack it tight into the final meeting between Jesus and his followers. The scene begins on the mountain. No surprise there. A great deal in Matthew happens on a mountain. The temptation, the Sermon on the Mount, the Transfiguration, the final discourse on the Mount Olives, and now this parting scene. Moses and Elijah met the living God on the mountain, and they have appeared in this gospel talking with Jesus. Now Jesus invites his disciples to meet him so that they can be commissioned in turn.
What does surprise us is that, according to Matthew, some of them hesitated. The word can actually mean doubt, though we can't be sure how much of that Matthew means here. Did they hesitate over or doubt whether it was truly Jesus? Or did they hesitate over or doubt whether they, as good Jewish monotheists, believing in Yahweh as the one true God, should actually worship Jesus? It isn't clear. What is clear is that the majority of them did worship Jesus, and that Matthew firmly believes that this was the right decision. On several occasions in the gospel, he had used this word, worship, to describe people coming reverently to Jesus. Usually, it used to mean simply that they prostrated themselves before him, adopting an attitude of reverence, though not necessarily implying that they thought he was divine. See various passages. Now, however, to jump for a moment to the last line of the book, it is clear that Matthew wants us to see that Jesus is the promise of the very the very first chapter has been. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. It is clear that Matthew wants us to see that in Jesus, the promise of the very first chapter has been fulfilled. Jesus is the Emmanuel, the one in whom God is with us. Now he declares that he himself is with you always. The only appropriate reaction is to indeed worship him. Worship of the one true God who is now, astonishingly, revealed in and as Jesus himself. In particular, Jesus has now been given all authority in heaven and earth. We recall that in the temptations, the devil offered Jesus this passage. Oh my gosh. We recall that in the temptations, the devil offered Jesus this prestige, but without exacting the price that he has now paid. That would have been a hollow triumph, leading to the worst tyranny imaginable. Jesus' authority as the risen one, by contrast, is the authority of the one who has defeated tyranny itself, the ultimate tyranny of death. His is the authority under which life, God's new life, can begin to flourish. Despite what many people today suppose, it is basic to the most elementary New Testament faith that Jesus is already ruling the whole world. That is one of the most important results of his resurrection. It is part of the meaning of messiahship, which his new life after the crucifixion has made plain.
People get very puzzled by the claim that Jesus is already ruling the world until they see what is in fact being said. The claim is not that the world is already completely as Jesus intends it to be. The claim is that he is working to take it from where it was, under the rule not only of death, but of corruption, greed, and every kind of wickedness, and to bring it by slow means and quick, under the rule of his life-giving love. And how is he doing this? Here is the shock. Through us, his followers. The project only goes forward insofar as Jesus' agents, the people he has commissioned, are taking it forward. Many today mock this claim just as much as they mock the resurrection itself. The church in its various forms has got so much wrong, has made so many mistakes, has let its Lord down so often, that many people, including many who love Jesus for themselves, despair of it and suppose that nothing will ever change until Jesus himself returns to sort it all out. But this isn't Matthew's belief, and it doesn't fit with what we know of Jesus' commissioning of his followers in Luke, Acts, and John. It doesn't fit with Paul's vision of his task. They all agree with Matthew. Those who believe in Jesus, who are witnesses to his resurrection, are given the responsibility to go and make real in the world the authority which he already has. This, after all, is part of the answer to the prayer that God's kingdom will come on earth as in heaven. If we pray that prayer, we shouldn't be surprised if we are called upon to help bring about God's answer to it.
The tasks Jesus leaves his followers, tasks which will bring his sovereign authority to bear on the world, are straightforward enough to outline, but daunting and demanding to put into practice. The first is to make disciples. As Jesus called the fishermen by the Sea of Galilee and trained them up as learners, imitating his way in life and coming little by little to understand his kingdom message. So his followers ever since have the responsibility of calling men, women, and children to follow him, training them to understand and follow his message and his way. Evangelism, announcing God's good news, focus on Jesus, to bring people to faith and obedience, remains central to the way in which Jesus' authority is brought to bear on the world. Second task is to baptize them. Baptism is not an optional extra for followers of Jesus. Jesus himself linked baptism to his own death. Part of the meaning of baptism is to commit us through plunging into water, to dying with Jesus and coming to share his new life. Paul spells this out in Romans 6, but many other passages imply it in the present. Baptism is the public, physical, and visible way in which someone is marked out, branded almost, with a holy name. As Jesus was given, by the angel, the name Jesus, signifying his real identity, the task that lay before him. So now, with his work complete, we suddenly discovered that the name which we are all to share is the new name of the living God, Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Matthew innocently places this formula on Jesus' lips, and aware that in centuries to come it would become well known as a brilliant piece of dogmatic theology. He is at this point rather like someone innocently whistling a snatch of tune that a great composer will later make the centerpiece of a wonderful oratorio. Throughout the gospel, he has shown us. Sorry. Oh, did someone say something?
No, you're good.
Okay. Throughout the gospel, he has shown us that Jesus knew himself to be, in a special sense, the unique Son of the God he and Israel as a whole knew as Father. This is when, with his being specially equipped for his task with the Holy Spirit who gave him the power to do what he did. The status of God's anointed. Now, apparently, those who have followed Jesus and have become true disciples are themselves to be caught up in this divine life and purpose. What happened to and through Jesus in the unique gospel story is to be repeated as the message goes out into the Gentile world. The third thing they must do is to teach. The gospel of Jesus generates a lifestyle quite different from the way the world lives. Jesus has already highlighted this at various levels, from the personal morality outlined in the Sermon on the Mount to the high demand for forgiveness in chapter 18, and not least to the turning of the normal way rulers behave. But doubtless Matthew wants us to think particularly of the 5 great blocks of Jesus' teaching around which the gospel is constructed. These are to be the basis of what the church must teach the new disciple.
Mm. Alrighty. Did anything Into Your Right says stood out to you? Yeah, I like how he does the Emmanuel means God with us, which, you know, Yuletide, this is the time that we celebrate his birth. That's when you hear Emmanuel, God with us, but then he goes Jesus with us. Which kind of makes like this part, and look, I am with you every single day to the very end of the age, makes it even more pungent. Anything else that NT Wright said that stood out to you guys?
Not really, no.
Logan? Anything NT Wright said that stood out to you?
No.
No? All right. Justin? You know, for me, you know, a while we had a conversation about apologetics. And at that time, I was wrestling with a lot. I was wrestling a lot with. I know people who are actually a great defenders of the faith, but the teaching of Jesus has such little work on them that they hurt more than they heal. Like there's no balm, there's no healing balm in them whatsoever. And so I've been like wrestling ever since that conversation. I've been wrestling like, how do I wrestle this out? And apologetics is great for, and this is where I think I've finally, apologetics are great for getting you to the teachings of Jesus. And that's when, like, study apologetics, yes, but first and foremost focus for everyone who declares allegiance to King Jesus is to study the story about him. And I think that's the best way that my brain has properly. I think before it sounded like I was saying no to whatever apologetics, right? But I think, and like even here, like the teaching of Jesus is where the kingdom of life happens, and again, apologetics helps get people to the table to hear the story of Jesus. But once there, the teaching of Jesus really do take front and center, especially for the daily, like, submitting oneself to Jesus. And I think this piece really does a good, like there is apologetics element in it, but to focus on just the apologetic element, not focus on the greater piece, where now Jesus is now ruling and we are ushering in his rule. It's always that the kingdom of life is embarking on this present age, and we are its heralds. And heralding does take apologetics, but then, like, back to my original point, it's always about bringing people to the table. Like, apologetics cannot, it can't, like, it can't take over that, right? Like, does that make sense?
It's not supposed to be used as a club.
Yeah.
Just bonking someone over the head. It's used mainly as a tool to kind of, point out that some of the things in the Bible that may not seem, logical are actually logical. Like, it does make sense.
Yeah.
Though it seems really weird. But it shouldn't be the only thing that's used to share the gospel.
Yeah. It's like, and the story of Jesus himself is the suffering servant. He is the healing balm. He is the life for the world. That's the goal. Like, apologetics, when it rains under that, is a beautiful thing. Because we want life to flourish. We don't want to be clubbing our neighbors with it. I remember growing up in the 2000s where, it was like Obama versus McCain and about like whatever, like put like whatever like thing that put like whatever issue, like moral issue. And I remember I was training myself to be ready. Like I got my quiver of scriptures to say why people are wrong. And I was ready. I was like ready to fight anyone who disagrees with me. Not like physically, obviously, but like I had my like 6 shooters on both my hips, of like full great retorts, like and like that made moments where I was not healing balm. I was a jerk. And so as I'm seeing other people not being healing balms, being jerks, like it's kind of like this moment, like I used to be that. I see the pain. And I think for a moment, you do the whole pendulum swing where you hate it. And so get away from me. It's ugly. But I'm very thankful for you, David, like the pushback. It's like, no, it's still good. And I was like, okay, I think I need to think about this some more and really like have it properly shelved. Have it, yeah. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, David?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you have to basically fight yourself trying to think through it logically and figure out a position where it's like, oh, yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
I think we do that, like all of us, to some degree with any kind of belief that we have, whether it's like minor things in the Bible or like science or video games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's always going to be something where it's like you hold an opinion and you have to be kind of, pointed in a direction to be able to even see the other side of that argument.
Yeah, and I think like growing up in 2000 where I'm ready to do verbal martial arts with my imaginary anti-Christian enemy. Like that was the worldview I knew. Like that's when I was first clinging to Jesus. And so like as I've grown up, I've seen so many different worldviews. And I think that's like just the beauty of like the moment that you see multiple worldviews, you can then or paradigms or perspectives of reality, the moment you start coming in contact, like I have recognized that what was taught to me then was in that kind of how to see people as the enemy instead of being bonded by corruption and decay and death. Like and we're heralds. Like this whole part, what we just read, the Great Commission, we're heralds of life. We're calling people to have practices of life. Like you declare allegiance to King Jesus, now you're his disciple. Like let's make our life about life. Like that makes me, like, bringing it under that puts a smile on my face, makes me excited that there is, like, it makes me enjoy about going to church. It gives me joy about reading scripture. It's seeing it that way. Not seeing like, oh, this is what a Christian has to do, because this is what the Bible says you have to do as a Christian. But the moment that you see like you are heralds of life, like it just puts a little steam in your deck, you know? So yeah. I guess that's my final thought rant. And I just wanted to share that. It's something actually like, and the Great Commission, I guess, was a perfect time to share that. That's something I was wrestling with, and I was saying, you guys were right, that apologetic is still very useful. So thank you for pushing back, David and Ethan. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the part that that of course, like I feel like growing up in 2000, like you're raised with that, you can't force someone's idea, but it's more of the righteous indignation and the pride growing up in. Like, you're clearly in the wrong, I'm clearly in the right. I'm going to tell you you're in the wrong since we're having this conversation. Now change yourself or just deal with it. And like that kind of, that you hear that attitude change, like that's what I was grown up in. Like it was not being for life. So I think especially when talking to people about Jesus, I had noticed like the moment I presented, like, my friend, I have experienced such immense life declaring allegiance to King Jesus, and I want this for you too. And they could take it or leave it, but the moment it's like comes from joy in life, like the conversation opens up. But the 2000 me, and actually like even late 2000, like, Justin experienced that side of me when we were driving to Central Oregon. I was like, this is the right part. Change your view. And like, I was like a jerk. But yeah, I think like the changing one's, even how they, once it's like seeing as a momentum of life and love, like it just opens up so much. All right. Any other thoughts before we go into communion? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Any thoughts, David?
Not in particular, no.
Okay. Any thoughts, Logan?
No.
No. All right. Any thoughts, Justin? Don't want to leave you out. Nothing. All right. Any thoughts, Char? Nope. Shaking head. All right. Let's take some communion. Let's say communion, then we'll talk about Elden Ring. Okay.
Elden Ring.
All right. Are you taking communion with us? Okay. Do you want to try out his biscuit at least? You don't want to try out his biscuit? Yep. Ooh, I did the honors of breaking it. Here.
Always going to be more biscuit.
Yep.
Unless the world just explodes, in which case then there'd be no more biscuit.
Nope. Just a biscuit.
Might be the texture on the top.
All right. On that note.
Biscuit.
I talked a lot. I'm trying to think who has talked the least. I think, David, if I remember, I asked you to pray for us in the Bible. Logan, it's okay if I ask you to read us? Pray us into communion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready.
I
Trying to see if I have any communion stuff.
All right. I think we're all ready. So when you're ready, we're ready.
All right. Well, I will not partake, but I will pray.
Okay.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thank you for your kingdom and how great it is and how worthy you are and the abundance of your mercy and love that you sent your only begotten Son to shed his blood and for us. What a rough task. We thank you, Jesus, that we can stand here and talk to you because of the amazing deed that you did. And you didn't choose the kingdom of this world, but you gladly chose the narrow path. And just as you did that, we also choose that, Lord. We choose the mighty narrow path that is so great. It's so full of life and joy. We thank you that we can take this remembrance of your body, the bread that represents your body, and the juice that represents your blood. Thank you so much for it, Lord. And just as we are commissioned out, help us to remember that you love us so greatly, and help us to love you as well. Just as you told Simon Peter, you asked him, Lord, you said, Jesus, do you love me, Peter? Peter said, of course I love you. You asked him again, Jesus, and he said, of course I do. And you asked him again, and he said, yes. And then you said something which I forget, it was a long paragraph, but it was an awesome verse. It was about us picking up our cross, basically, Lord. So help us to pick up our cross and follow you. Amen.
Amen.
So you've been making biscuits, Ethan?
Mm.
Like for how long now? Have you been making them?
How long you been a biscuit maker?
Since it started getting warm.
Since 2019.
And then I just kind of stick with it because it takes less time and a little less effort than making the full loaf. And it tastes
That's
just
how you want to be a computer? Okay.
I mean, like, how many weeks have you been doing it?
Huh. He said since the summer, so
Have I tried it?
You
yes,
tried-
You got the one that didn't turn out well.
It was a mistake.
because I ended up adding, I think, too much heavy whipping cream, and it was still liquidy, and so I had to eyeball the flour, and I think I added too much. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's what happened. It was a bad biscuit, but all the other ones.
I
turned
hardly
out.
remember.
It was really funny.
what if like anytime Logan's around, your body just like goes into cursed biscuit mode?
What if I just don't put salt in the bread?
Or maybe I cursed the biscuit.
He's bothering you because he knows that you have the power to grab biscuit for him. He wants biscuit.
Of course he does. The piece of bread.
We dip in 18 minutes, sure. Say those breakfast sandwiches they made on my birthday with this biscuit was really good.
Maybe we need to do more biscuit sandwiches.
The next 2 weekends, I have plans. Next 2 Saturdays at least. But I could always say yes to more biscuit sandwiches. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Any friends around? No, when Logan's around, he makes the most evil biscuit on earth.
Hmm. But yeah, she'll try to answer. Are you wanting to work out the Elden Ring question? Okay. Did you lose your seamless co-op save, Logan? Logan, did you lose your seamless co-op save?
Oh, sorry. I missed everything you said.
Did you lose your seamless co-op character save?
No, did you say anything before that? Sorry. No, yeah, I did lose my seamless co-op.
So if you do it, you have to start fresh.
I already did.
Oh. On seamless co-op?
Yeah, I'm already like pretty much ahead of where I was now.
Hmm.
You're also able to copy your main game once into seamless co-op, technically. It takes some work, though.
It's not that hard. That's what. Or actually. Oh no, my. Wait. I don't know if my save's on seamless co-op or not.
Do you launch it on Steam? If you do, then it's not seamless co-op.
No, I don't. I launch it offline though. I'm not exactly sure.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and bounce now.
All right.
It's been good.
All right.
Love you, David. And I'll see you another time.
Love you too.
See you, David.
Bye 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 bye. Oh, come on.
Thank you for getting that song just wormed in my mind.
Yeah. Think of Deadpool dancing to it. Oh man. So what are you guys gonna do?
Well, we bounce in 12 minutes. I have 12 minutes of something. You get Marvel Rivals downloaded?
Yeah.
You want? I'll be down doing that.
Yeah.
Doing one game. It's about,
Yeah, 1 second.
about length of a game.
Oh no.
Sure. You good? Your stomach's good? All right. No, I will eat in an unworthy manner. It's no longer connected to communion. It turns out that it's official sacrament where now I'm like going to have to be excommunicated. You would just anathematize yourself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I never heard that. I never played. Never played Doctor Strange.
I can't play right now, Corey.
Oh.
But another time.
Okay. Heck yeah, another time. Mm-hmm. It's like one of the funnest classes ever. A Shark Dog. I'll play him. I am on this map. Have I played all of the Norse? I haven't played Loki. I'll play Loki. But I did say I'll play Shark Dog. Alright, I'll play Shark Dog. Nope. Someone else. Nope, I'm doing Loki. Ah! I'll make my decision up. I'm Loki. The meta progression's called. Actually, it's not even meta progression. The currency's calling me. Is you get currency for playing this guy as yeah. Doppelganger. I won't be surprised. And that's the healing. Okay, that's a copy. Oh, that's cool. Pop out with this copy. Oh yeah. Oh. Sit. This is my death. Whew. Well, that's cool. So it's like kind of like a healing circle even around my doppelgangers. That tells me what I need to do. My main attack here? Oh! Iron Man just deleted him. Oh. Oh, something killed me. Oh. I got Iron Man. All right. Need to see what his ult. Let me do his ult, and then I'll play the water dog. It's like a shark dog. So shark dog. Shark dog. Okay, I don't want him. Ooh, I'll be Wolverine. Oh. Hey, where's Q? There's Q. Oh, I'm Wolverine. Like even my copies shoot, so they. Oh, my chariots. Go, my faithful chariots. Dude. All right. Don't mind me, just all my faithful chariots. Oh. They're trying to move this payload pretty much, and we're saying no. Yeah, we're trying to hold on to keep say no. Oh, come on. Ah. See if I switch. All right. That is totally a shark dog. Sharks don't have legs like that. They don't have... All right. Time for me to be. What? Oh. You must spawn. What? Oh, the spawn room must have changed. Oh, I see. Oh, wrong button. Oh, that's cool. I also get their ults, even though I completely missed using. All right. And so like leave little balls of healing. It's actually like a healing DPS dog. The ult's pretty cool though. You want to ask for healing? And you're way too far. Sorry, buddy, I can't. Community vote. Is that a shark dog or Oh. Oh, that's hilarious. So you're telling me that people who made this animation watch dogs do their dog things? They actually did their research? They watched your dog, Cody? Oh. Took out his shark dog. Oh. Oh, let me show you my ult. When I come back. It's an overtime. If I can get there in time. Pretty much either they keep moving it or nom 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 nom. See if I can do this. Can I do this? There's some games where you could just like take them off the edge. They all just like. Sorry, I thought I got them away from it too. They're so mad. they came out just swinging.
Oh, are you playing Marvel's Rivals right now?
Playing what?
Are you playing Marvel?
Yeah, I was doing
Rivals?
just one game. There's enough time for it. That's funny. It's wow, that is quite the push they're able to do. Oh, I see. We got Iron Man just lobbing missiles on top of us, and we're just unaware of him. Like a good, true flying character. Don't you guys have a heart? So also with the shark dog, you could also ride on top of Groot. Which, oh, that's the enemy Groot. I almost tried riding on top of him. Oh, I got 8. Woohoo! Ah, ha, ha. Boink. I'm surprised I survived that.
Oh, nah.
He eats a. Oh, that's the enemies. Oh, we got it. We got it. La 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 la. Come into my belly. You have to be near it, so as long as we can keep him away from it, like that, for the time now. As Chef the Shark swallow 4 enemies with a single use. Alright, Broheim. We're bouncing. Alright.
Yep.
As the authoritative lead speaker on Shark Dogs. Oh, especially with that tail wag. Oh man. All right, Ustin, Logan, love you guys. I gotta bounce.
See ya.